Okay, let's take a look at the market today. Hope everybody had well, in the United States anyway, we had Martin Luther King Jr. Day off yesterday. I think Sunday night traded. Yeah, Sunday night futures was open. The stock market was not open, but futures traded Sunday night and then closed, I think, noon, my time here, CST time in Texas, and then reopened at 5. So did a little bit of trading there. This video, we'll take a look at the weekly, the daily, the trade of the day. We'll look at my own personal trade of the day as well. Okay, so let's get started. Here we are on the weekly chart. And January 14th cycle low. Well, not too much going on there, right? But stick around because on the daily chart, I think there's going to be a little, potentially a little surprise in the market that people are probably not, I'm not going to say they're not prepared for it, but maybe a little unexpected. Okay, so this is the week of January 14th. So this week is not over yet, and it could extend a few days into next week. So we're going to leave that on there for now. Okay, we see divergence still going on here, and this is trying to make its way down. Last week obviously was basically a week that just tracked sideways, and we are just tracking sideways here as far as the top line goes on the weekly. But at the moment, this kind of is a little bit sign of strength, more so than weakness. So we'll see. It could just track sideways for a little while. And then the big dip in the market, I think, will be way out here in late March. Okay. Let's take a look at the daily. All right, so here is today's candlestick. The futures hasn't quite closed yet. It'll close in about 15 minutes. I'm doing this video a little bit earlier than normal, but that's okay. In the last 15 minutes, we're not going to see much difference in price. It might move around a point or two, but it's not going to move around usually that much. So we had a range day of 43.5, not bad. Kind of a smallish day, medium smallish day. But I said to the members yesterday on the Discord server that I thought today would be a smallish down day. Well, there you go. Smallish down day. Okay, lately, probably several times throughout here, I've probably nailed it. I'm not going to say I nailed it every day, but maybe, I don't know, half the time I was able to accurately call what the next day is actually going to do. Not just generally, hey, we're going to be going down, then we're going to be going up the next week or two. I'm talking about the specific day. Okay, that was very helpful. In addition to the fact that we've got cycle lows on here that the members see every night in the emails. So let's talk about this January 21st. You know, I went over, redid the cycles here, and I noticed there was a cycle here, this big yellow cycle. And I do think we're going to get a price decline down into January 21st. Now, the 21st is a Sunday, so it could be the 19th, which is a Friday, or it could be the 22nd, which is a Monday, okay? That we see this price starting to drop down into this, right, like I said, Friday or Monday, something like this, okay? And yeah, I do think 47, 43 is possible. I think it's going to catch some people by surprise. This is sneaky little cycle low that because of the holidays, you know, we had Christmas, we had New Year's and Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it kind of pushed out this cycle low. Originally, it was, I think, like the 16th, and it became the 17th, and, you know, the holidays and stuff kind of pushed this cycle out. So I think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be some kind of little pullback in here. How much? I'm not really sure, but I do think 47, 43 could happen. All right. And there's one out here, January 31st. Though this cycle is kind of hit and miss. It's kind of a hit and miss cycle. So at the moment, I'm not giving this cycle too much credence, but we'll keep it on there. There's one February 8th. There's one out there the 25th, and we'll get to those as we get closer. Okay, but right now I do think this one right here, January 21, probably will see a little bit of a price decline going into this time frame approximately. Okay, and the daily seems to be kind of hinting at that. Okay, don't see any divergence here though. And I don't have the universe indicator on here because I usually reserve that for members only, but I just want to tell you that some of this commentary I'm giving you right now, yes, it's been factored into my commentary. Okay, dokie. So really cool cycle analysis, universe indicator, other things going on. Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bing boom. Okay. Let's take a look at my trade, and then we'll look at the last charts for the trade of the day. All right, here's my trade, $500, which isn't bad. My minimum goal is usually $1,000 a day. I got into position, kind of caught me off. The market kind of caught me off with that big pullback that we had overnight. So I had to scramble a little bit during intraday to make some decent profit today. But I'm a happy camper. $500 is still $500, and I'm not complaining. I'll go back and look at the chart to see if there's anything I could have done better. So that's just a little homework I need to do. And overall, though, pretty good day. I think going into tonight, the futures for tonight, I do think there's opportunity there. I'm just looking across my office right now at the live stream, and the market's getting ready to close here. The futures close in about 10 minutes, something like this. Hard to know for sure right at the moment. I see that the 15-minute chart looks very peaky. The 5-minute chart's kind of sitting in the middle, and the hourly chart's kind of at the bottom. We got positive momentum in the 5-minute. We got kind of neutral-ish momentum in the 15-minute and negative momentum in the hourly. So, but based on the daily chart, I think overall short side's probably going to be slightly favored, and I'm going to be looking for opportunities tonight. I'll probably trade this session if there's decent activity going on in the future session night, which I think there's going to be. I'll probably trade it. Okay, let's take a look at the charts for some of the trades of the day that were really nice today, actually. All right, so here we are on the 5-minute chart, and there's more than one trade of the day. There's probably a decent opportunity on the 15-minute chart as well, but we'll look at the 5-minute chart for now. This kind of caught me out last night. Wasn't expecting that. Kind of caught me out. Okay, so during the intraday over here, I had to kind of do some due diligence and make some profit. But that's okay too. Usually I profit somewhere in here and here, but can't have it your way every day. But let's get into the trade of the day that I thought a couple really good ones. There was one here right at 5:55 a.m. if I remember right. Yeah, 5:50. This is a really nice one. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Momentum was going positive. It's a little bit tricky because this was already really high and then it bounced up. So not exactly the easiest trade to make. Momentum was going to help you out here, but the SMI definitely, a little bit tricky, this trade. Okay. The one that I thought this is a decent trade, but it's not the best trade because the SMI and the MACD are not really in agreement. Okay. But the one that was definitely the easiest trade of the day, two of them right in a row. Actually, yeah, two of them right in a row. Is the first one was this one right here. This is at 8:45, so about 15 minutes after intraday started. Because remember, I'm Texas time, so for us it's an hour back. So this alert came in 8:45. This is just sweet. It doesn't get much better than this. This is great. Momentum was slightly negative, but the SMI curled up, and this thing took off like a rocket ship. I mean, look at this thing. All the way down here from about 47, 87-ish, all the way up to 48, we'll call it about 15 when it got to the tips of the wicks, right? Super, super nice. It's just amazing. Call it 90, all the way up to 48.10. Just do blocks of 10 here, right? So you're looking at what? 20 full points. Probably a little more than that even in there. But an easy 20 points. This is like Monstersville. This is huge money making. Okay. So this was definitely the easiest trade of the day right here. Super simple because the SMI was already at the bottom. The MACD looks like it was going to try to turn around. You can tell right even in this area it's getting kind of pinchy, like it's going to start coming up. Okay, this is just a great trade. Super easy. You got a doji there telling you, a skeleton, white looking doji telling you that this is the bottom. So everything, this is the kind of stuff you want. For members, When you get this kind of signal, you get this white looking skeleton looking doji, the SMI starts to curl up. This is all go time. Of course, it's right after the open, just took a little dive, and then took off. You're looking for those opportunities like that. That's super nice. Okay, and then really just turned right around at 9:25. Okay, which was right here. Let me clear the screen. 9:25 was this red candlestick right here. Okay. And even if you got in right away, and we're a little impatient because you didn't roll over, right? If you got in right away, it's a little early. It's better to wait. You even got divergence came in like 10, 15 minutes later, and then start to roll over. That's when you really want to take the trade right there, which will put you up in this area, right? But even if you got in a little early, let's say right here around 48.10, my goodness, it came all the way down, to 4,800. That's 10 points. Okay, so both these trades were just super, man. This is just like bang, bang. And I'm trying to take advantage of both sides of trades more often. Okay, and not be biased towards one way or the other. And just really bring in the bank. Okay, this one was okay. It's not necessarily a bad trade, but you really had to be super patient. It's not the best of trades. You probably still could have made 5 points here. Okay. Because if you did get in, got it over here, you had to wait for it to bottom and come back up. So, a little bit tougher trade. But these two right here were just the money. This was the money trades right here. Balbangi. Okay, really nice. All right, just real quick here. If you want to become a member, that's great. There's a link in the description right below this video. Just make sure you read the description very carefully so you don't have any problems joining. Once you're done doing that, click on the Discord link. It's going to bring you over to this server. Get a server. That's my server. This is where all the membership services take place. Then click on Server Shop. It's going to bring you to this page right here. $7.99, guys. $7.99. I mean, come on. It's like coin. This is crazy cheap. Now, not everybody's going to go out and make $1,000 every day like I've been doing lately, or $500 a day. Some probably make a lot more than I do. I'm sure I've got members that are making way more than I'm making. I got probably a lot of my members are kind of smallish retail accounts, so they're making money too. But the ones that are patient are easily covering the $7.99 a month with their trading, okay? So let's just talk briefly what do you get with the membership. You get the streaming charts down here, which includes the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1-hour chart, as I showed on the trade of the day. They get us plus indicators on those charts. On the 1-hour chart, there's hourly cycles, which today was bang on, spot on again. I had it set up for 1 p.m. CST time, and it absolutely, the market came right down exactly at the cycle low, so that was really sweet. Very helpful. It's nice to know if the cycles on the hourly chart are going to be accurate, right? If you know the market's going to pull back at 1 o'clock, well, you can plan for all kinds of things, whatever your strategies are going to be. So I find that super, super helpful. I trade quite often with that in mind. Right, I watch the charts. I watch all 3 time frames intraday. Of course, I'm aware of the weekly and the daily as always, but I watch all 3 charts all day long and pick and choose where I think my best entries are. But I'm always aware of that hourly cycle low because I can plan my day, especially if it, like today, I have to be at the end of the day. It isn't always that way, but it was near the end of the day, 1 o'clock. The afternoon session. That was super helpful. I mean, it's a nice profit as it pulled back down into like 12:30, 1 o'clock. All right, so that's what comes with that. And with the Get Us Plus indicator, when it does indicate that there might be a good trade, it sends an alert over here to this S&P 500 alerts channel. So that's super helpful. If you're not watching the streaming charts, you can still get alerted on the Discord app. Okay, and this app will work on PC desktop, a Windows desktop, laptop. It'll work on mobile phones, but like I said, make sure you read the instructions before you join, if you're only going to look at mobile phone. I want to say something real quick too here. Some of my members, I know you're just using your phone only to trade. And I know you're busy. Some of you are busy, got family and kids and all that other stuff. I get it, you're busy. But let me just tell you something. To trade on the phone is horrible. It's horrible. Now, I'm sure some people do it successfully, but it's just a bad idea. You can't see multiple charts on the phone very easily. You have to pick one chart, look at it, pick another chart, look at it. In my office right now, as I'm looking across the room, I see the 5 to 15 minute, 1 hour all at the same time, simultaneously. I'm aware of all of them at the same exact time. So I can get a feel for momentum and ebb and flow, what's happening from the shortest time frame to the longest time frame. Okay, if you're not doing that, which you're probably not, if you're on a mobile phone, you're going to find trading very difficult. The mobile phone is just not the way to trade. Now, if you have no other choice, it's better than nothing. But really what you want to have is have yourself either a laptop or a desktop with a really big screen where you can lay out all three of the charts, the 5 to 15 in the 1 hour. Okay, or at bare minimum, be looking at the stream that I offer to the members. Okay, you want that because that's going to really help you to begin to trade with that mindset. You got to get away from trading just one time frame. That's like horrible. That's why most people don't trade well, because they're just looking at one chart. It's not enough information. I'm telling you that right now. I know from experience. For years, I traded that way and lost a lot of money. I don't trade like that anymore. And I'm way more profitable now than I've ever been in my life, okay? So I just wanted to throw it in there. For you mobile phone people, you need to up your game, okay? If you can. All right, so anyway, the alerts go over to S&P 500 alerts channel off the streaming charts. That's super nice. We also send alerts to these products: gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And there's daily alerts too to come in for these top 30 stocks. If there are daily alerts, they'll go here. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. So, okay, the S&P 500 is the one that has the streams. These don't have streams, but they still get alerts, okay? Premium symbols. This channel has anywhere from 2 to 4 files I put in there every day. So I put future symbols in there. There's optionable stocks in there. There's industries that could be in there, and there could be any symbols that look like they're getting ready to be shorted. So depends on what the market's done, but anywhere from 2 to 4 files worth of symbols in there. Really, really nice. Okay, occasionally I trade currency. If I do, I put it in there. Every night I send out emails, Monday through Thursday, with the S&P 500 chart attached to the email. And I give a few sentences of what I think the market's going to do. Some people don't have an opportunity to watch the video like I'm doing the video right now. They just want something quick. Okay, or they're busy that day. You know, they're taking kids out for pizza, whatever it is. All right, so the email's helpful for a lot of people. They just want something quick. They see the chart, they read the email, boom. All right. So if you want the nightly email, you're going to become a member, or you already are a member, put your email address in here, and I'll make sure you get the nightly email, okay? Solar activity has a lot to do with the universe indicator. Okay, fixed income, I trade corporate bonds from time to time, occasionally CDs, savings accounts, stuff like that goes in here, okay? And then these are just general chat that we kind of share, that members share, and we talk and chat in here. Okay, a lot of activity, mostly in the S&P 500 channel, and a little bit in the member chat channel, okay? If you have a support issue, put it in member chat. If it's support specifically for email, then you put it in the emails only channel, okay? All right, so all of these channels in this big old rectangle, all of those are members only channel. That's what you're getting for the $7.99, okay? This general channel is just kind of a welcome to the server channel. So there's really no services in there. Okay, please read the rules, and here is the refund rules, the please be nice to everybody else rules, otherwise I gotta kick you. If I have to keep kicking you, I'm gonna ban you. Okay, don't force me to be the bad guy, because I will. Right? No nasty stuff on the server, no foul language. I don't want to see any nasty pictures or anything like that. Don't do that in the server, because I'll give you a warning. After that, you're gonna get the nasty kick. All right, and in here also is a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give advice, I just give my opinion. All right, and I want to just say there's been this guy, probably a guy, might be a woman, doesn't matter who they are, but they come in and they're I get it's imposter, right? It happens. They're gonna jump on the server, they act like they're me, and they might try to DM you, or they do send direct messages, and they try to con you into, join my subscription service, buy my latest book, whatever they're doing. Okay, just be really careful. I don't DM the members ever. I just never do that. So if you're getting DM'd from somebody called Giddis, that ain't me. So just please be careful. I try to ban any of the Giddises that come on, but sometimes it's hard to catch them. All right, so just be aware. Please be careful. The only time I might DM you is, like I said, if you're just doing really nasty stuff in the server, I might DM you directly and say, hey, cut that out. All right. Other than that, I don't send DMs. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.